Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Carrie Blogger and this is Honest Only. Today for your Freelance Friday video, I'm playing a little game. It's a game of Would You Rather. My husband is pretty familiar with what I do for work. He's probably the one who's the most familiar with what I do for work. So I asked him to come up with 14 different questions of Would You Rather, which I will look at for the first time today and answer in front of you. So 14 Would You Rather questions. Let's start with number 1. Would you rather always work from home or only work in a coffee shop? Easy. I would always rather work from home if I had to choose between the two. I do like kind of mixing it up and every once in a while going somewhere new if I need a little change of pace to get some work done. But overall, in general, I'm most comfortable at home and I am the most productive at home for sure. Question 2. Would you rather listen to aggressive rap music while you work or listen to a sleep meditation track? Aggressive rap music or sleep meditation?
In this moment, nothing really matters but your comfort.
Neither of these are good options because I have to listen to music without words if I'm writing. Otherwise, I can't focus on what I'm trying to say if I'm listening to the lyrics. So I usually actually listen to like movie soundtracks and classical music almost all the time. So this is tricky. I think I would rather listen to aggressive rap music because it won't put me to sleep, right? I don't know. Neither, but rap music if I have to choose. Number 3, would you rather receive too much information from a client or too little? Also not great either way. I would rather get too much, which is the right answer. But there are so many times when that is almost just as hard as too little, because if you provide so much information that really you only want this, but you gave me this, it's really hard for me to sort through and find exactly what the actual instructions are or what actually is most important. So I would definitely receive too much is better, but it does make my job a lot harder. If I receive just the perfect amount, obviously that's perfect. Number 4, would you rather have to take a break every 5 minutes while you work or not be allowed any breaks until all of your work is done? No breaks. I am like, when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. Taking a break every 5 minutes would drive me insane. I'm pretty much like go, go, go until it's done for sure. Number 5, would you rather work with a non-responsive English-speaking customer or a non-English speaking responsive customer? Non-responsive English speaking, non-English speaking responsive. Okay. Again, like what are these questions? These are so hard. Of course, being responsive is so important because if I have questions, like it's really important that it actually gets answered and I'm able to work with an updated, complete brief. But I will say I actually would prefer to work with a non-responsive English-speaking customer only because there have been a lot of situations where no matter how many times we email back and forth and how like they try really hard to share their message, I have had people who the language barrier is just so much that no matter what, we literally cannot understand each other. Even if they're non-responsive, the English-speaking customers tend to just give it to me straight the first time. If I had to choose, non-responsive English-speaking for sure. Number 6, it's a 6 right now. Would you rather have a workday filled with a lot of little projects or one big project? Definitely one big project. If I see all of these little check marks, no matter how tiny they are, it's one check mark in a book. And instead, if I see a huge, gigantic order, but it's only one little square, that makes me feel so much better. Same thing when I just look at my Fiverr dashboard too. If it's like full of stuff, that makes me so stressed out. Even if they're all super tiny and I can get them done really fast, I'm like a quantity to-do list anxiety person. Okay. Number 7. 7, yeah. Would you rather write for something you know absolutely nothing about or rewrite the same exact thing multiple times? I've had to do both of these a lot, and I would so much rather write about something that I have no idea what I'm talking about, because then it gets me to like do research and learn new things, and I get to like dive into something new and cool. Just the other day, I had to write the same exact description multiple times for the same website, which was a name generator website, and I had to figure out how to write something interesting multiple times for name generator, like a randomizer. And oh my gosh, I did it. It was kind of cool when I got done and I saw like how many ways I could describe it, but that was a lot of mental capacity. And I would much rather learn something new than just do it over and over and over again. Number 8, would you rather wake up to 100 client messages or 0 messages? The right answer is 100 client messages. My answer, 0 client messages. That takes up so much time in my day answering back. At the max, I get like 20, which is like overwhelming. At the minimum, I'll wake up to like 2. 100 is just not possible. 9. Would you rather always write orders out by hand without a computer or lose your bullet journal and phone notes app forever? I cannot live without my bullet journal. Like, I have the worst memory on the planet, and so I use my phone notes app and my bullet journal for everything. If a thought comes in my mind, I literally have to write it down or it's gone forever. And even though my penmanship is terrible and I haven't written by hand in years, I think I definitely would write orders out by hand without a computer. I would not function if I didn't have my other tools for success over here. Not gonna happen, no way. Number 10, would you rather work through your Fiverr platform or go out on your own? This is pretty self-explanatory. I love Fiverr. I've worked there for 6 years. Not there, I mean, it's a platform, it's all me, it's freelance, self-employed, whatever. But I have never tried other platforms. I've never tried being on my own, like trying to generate my own clients and leads and whatever. I love Fiverr. It has all of these fantastic tools that makes me and my work so much easier, and just productivity.
Customer success manager, having a customer support team behind me, and always knowing for sure I'm gonna get paid without any worries or whatever. Like, that is all so cool. And I get traffic driven to me. I've never had to pay anything for marketing ever. Did I have to work for marketing?
So I love Fiverr, it's fantastic. 11, these are good questions here. Would you rather add voiceover or coding gigs to your profile? Coding. I wish I knew how to code stuff. I think it looks so cool. I think that it's one of those things that baffles me. I don't understand how it works or what it is really. So the fact that there's like toddlers coding stuff in like toy kits is just like, makes me so jealous, and I really want to learn how to code. So coding for sure. 12, we're almost there. Okay, this is so cool. Would you rather work outside in an abandoned construction site alone or inside in a smelly, noisy, crowded gymnasium? I have to go inside because I don't hate being outside, but like I would rather be inside. Also, being there alone would be a little creepy in an abandoned construction site. I can handle smelly, whatever. Noisy, headphones. Crowded, I'm on my laptop, it doesn't matter. Gymnasiums are not my favorite place in the world, but 100% inside in a gym if I have to choose. Oh, these are out of order. Let's put them in order. Number 13, would you rather have to answer every single message within 5 minutes of receiving it or only be able to message back at 1 a.m.? I guess I'll say 1 a.m. Yeah, I don't like either of those. I mean, because there are times, like, let's say I'm talking to someone about a personal, intense conversation. And I'm like, oh, just a sec, I have to message for work or whatever. Like sometimes I really do have to do that, and it makes me feel so bad that I'm interrupting my life for like always being on call. Or if I'm in a movie, like my phone and my watch and everything is just like constantly buzzing, and I'm like, please be quiet for a minute. So I definitely could not function if I had to message back every 5 minutes. I mean, within 5 minutes, that just would not happen. I don't love to wake up at 1 a.m., but you know what? I would do it if the rest of my day could be a little more sane. Ugh, that sucks. It's not a winning either way. Last but not least, I hope not least, I haven't read it. Would you rather never be able to tell anyone what you do for work, or have to talk about your job with every person that you meet? 100%, I would rather never be able to tell anyone what I do for work. I've talked about this so many times, and I don't even have that many Freelance Friday videos up yet, but oh my gosh, talking to people about my job is both interesting and a good conversation piece and super annoying. So yeah, if I could never tell anyone, that would be much preferable over having to have that conversation with every single person. I'm a freelancer. Oh, what does that mean? I've built my own little creative empire for consistent work, competitive income, and unmatched flexibility. So you just can't find a job. So that is Would You Rather for freelancing. Again, I'm a career freelancer on Fiverr. That's my full-time job, and it's definitely a unique gig. It's something different, even just between freelancer to freelancer. It's different for me every single day. It's different from what I do now to what I did 6 years ago, and it's definitely different than your traditional 9-to-5 job. So hopefully that gives you just this much of an insight into what I do, or if you're thinking about freelancing, just some of the things you might think about. Because when you freelance, you get to set things up for yourself, and there's a lot of would you rather things to consider in how you decide to set up your work-life balance. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Carrie Blogger, I'm on Fiverr. I would love it if you have any questions, comment them below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like Freelance Friday content, and I also post honest reviews for cool new products, please be sure to subscribe somewhere down here. I never remember. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the next one on next Freelance Friday. Thanks.